What's up, bitch?
I beg you.
I had to go pick that up. Where the fuck did it go? Boy, these dry weather season changes fuck up my sinuses. I gotta be quite frank with you. Let's try and see if we can do one of these. I got some saline solution. I never make it in time for these anymore. We are at the halfway mark for Heart of Bumps. Since I can't invite anybody to the guild, can't do Heart of Thorn. I mean, let's. I guess we could check out Vertibank. Let's check out. Oh, there we go. What the hell now? Here. Let's try the good old. Let's try this one then. Where is it? No. This one. I don't think I've gone. Okay. I need to go that way. Actually, I think I need to go up and around if I remember right. Yeah.
Retreat!
That reminds me of Diablo. I honestly don't know what to do. Let me see. Tangled Depths. I don't know what to do. Nobody's playing. Well, maybe we could sell some shit.
A fitting reward. A fitting reward. A fitting reward.
No, I haven't done a fractal in a while.
The spoilers of battle. fitting room.
What is it?
All things have a right to
How can I assist you?
seize the moment.
What is it?
Live well.
Not sure about this.
Stop to Moscow.
Wish there was a way I can read if you guys were typing something to me. No, where?
Our deeds are reflected in the dream.
He has to go. He has to go.
How can I assist you? What is it?
Responsibility isn't easy.
Yes?
Well, there's a lot of people hanging out here today.
Greetings.
When I grow up, I'm going to be a brave
Carnival activities take place at the Commons, which is split into the eastern and western districts. There's live music. Many places to eat. There's a tavern. But I would recommend bringing your kid there.
Why not?
First time in Divinity's Reach.
We just moved here. Can you tell?
Call it a fetch. The tavern is where locals
Retreat!
When do we get to kill more bandits to defend our homes and property? Retreat!
I want to hit 400 guild members today.
Retreat! Retreat!
I find there and here is a good spot to find guild members. And once I hit 500 guild members, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, because I don't know what to do in Heart of Thorns. Every time I go to Heart of Thorns, it's either maxed out or
Retreat!
I honestly don't know what to do. You think we should look for other games to play? I've had really bad 2 weeks at work.
Thank you for killing that monster. Now I'm fishing. I can almost smell them. Filthy barn enemies.
They wouldn't really put that shit into the ground.
Wow, this went in the perfect square. I thought it was over. What's up here?
All things have a right to grow.
I have so much to do.
Seize the moment.
spoils of battle.
Seize the moment. All things have a right to grow. Live well.
The spoils of battle.
Responsibility isn't easy.
The spoils of battle.
Act with wisdom. things have a right to grow.
Retreat!
Hello.
Hello, what's he up to?
Oh, I just changed made my bed, and I was thinking about you. As I was going through the things I needed to do or didn't do today. How was your day?
This guy absolutely refuses to do anything, Mom.
Oh, wow. He went from mediocre to nothing.
I was just trying to think high of him, and he doesn't know. He broke the pipe in the wall, and then tried to say he needed a plumber to come fix it. He broke the phone jack saying the AT&T needed to come fix it. And guess what? I fixed both of them. And remember I told you about the carpet clean on Friday?
Yeah.
You know I dragged the machine all the way over there for him, and he did not carpet clean it. He actually stand there and faked carpet cleaned it.
Wow.
And then he didn't paint the front door. I had to pull 2 rooms down. The second one, I just said, fuck it, I don't care. And I'm sure there's work orders that I have to go back and do, but when I saw that he fake carpet cleaned that floor,
She'd probably appreciate it.
and then you know what he said to me?
I can't imagine.
Oh, I thought you did it. Yeah, if I remember right, you did it. And I looked at him and I says, no, I didn't. This was your room. 100% of this was your room. So tomorrow, I'm going to have him removed off the property. He cannot move mattresses. He's not physically capable of working on that property. He's had 3 heart attacks and he has COPD. There's no way he can work on that property. And he's over 50 years old.
Oh, no wonder he's so cautious. He's probably not supposed to be doing that.
And he's not, I don't want him there. Every time I try to tell him to do something, or he wants everything, you could tell, like he was supposed to move that furniture. I guess he was supposed to move it 2 days before I got there. He's incapable. So tomorrow, I'm going to have a secret meeting with Dan, and I'm pretty sure KC has said something. And this guy really needs to go.
Wow. I feel bad for him. I
he's
You should be
very.
doing something completely different.
He keeps saying I was a GM. No, you weren't. He was trying to tell me he made $80,000 a year. Okay, and you're retired. Okay, then why are you living in the suites in the middle of the ghetto, and you're literally one step from being homeless?
Well, maybe.
And he tried. And he tried to tell me he used to own 5 businesses, and he used to own all this stuff. And I look at him and go, dude, you're full of shit.
Well, did he say what happened to him?
Or he's trying to blame it on Obama. And I'm looking at him, even if it was Obama, that $80,000, think about it. If you worked for a place for 5 years for $80,000, that's over $400,000.
Yeah.
What did you do with it? You know what I mean? He drives a truck worse than mine, and there's going to be a huge, huge fight. And I'm going to have to tell Dan, we need to go about this in a professional manner because he hates Dan. That's all he talks about is how much he hates Dan.
Well, don't tell Dan that.
We need to figure out how to get rid of him.
Or have him do something that he's capable of doing.
There's nothing he is capable of doing at my property.
Act with wisdom.
I came back over the weekend thinking that he got rooms done.
Duena has really been looking out for me.
He didn't get rooms done.
Oh, wow.
How so?
I actually found a room that he cleared and it wasn't done. Actually, I've actually found 3 that were cleared that weren't done. And the only reason he went to 431 to trash it out is because he was looking for things to take home. At first I was going, okay, he was trashing out 431 to be nice. No, he was trashing it out because he wanted to see what he can find.
Wow. I don't envy you, Dad.
Every time it goes to moving furniture, the guy literally had a heart attack. And then I told him about the one refrigerator door that you can go get, and he started throwing a huge hissy fit. And then I looked at him when I came back and I told him, I says, this room was 100% yours. And I am going to tell them tomorrow that he is not physically capable of working on this property. If they go, what do I mean? The guy's had 3 heart attacks, COPD, and he is over 50 years old. He cannot deal with the physical labor of this job, of this property. The other property he will be fine because there's an elevator.
Well,
And if it comes down to a fight, I will fight him. I don't care. Because I will bring up that he wants to get rid of Rebecca and that he wants to, and he can't stand Robert. Because that's all he talks about.
well, don't bring that into it if you just tell them about the work thing.
I am going to tell them, but I need to pull Dan to the side and we need to figure out what we're going to do. And the best thing we can do is make him, he thinks he's this great contractor. General contractors are idiots. The reason I know about general contractors is because Ron was a general contractor. General contractors think they know what they're doing, but they don't. What they do is they get the job, and then they will hire painters, framers, foundation people, you know what I mean, masons. They don't lift a finger. Even the guy from Popeye's Chicken says, I don't need you. I can do exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's not unlike Dad where he has the B1 and he does everything from ground up. He is just a general contractor, and anybody can get that license. And now this guy does. It's like he told me he can rewire anything. So I left him alone with the GFI, and then you know what he says to me? And he takes the whole fucking outlet off. And I always tell people, do not remove the wires unless you know what you're doing. Or take a picture. What's he do? He takes all the wires off. He peeks around the corner and says, so which ones does it go on, the line or the load? I says, as far as I know, here it goes on the line.
Impression is really coming along.
Well,
And I cannot, he refuses to do the carpet cleans. He doesn't want to do the security checks. He can't pick up trash. I need somebody who's physically capable of doing the job. He is not physically capable. I am going to tell Dan, I says, Dan, I know you saw what you saw yesterday. And did you notice that I was the one who had to fix the pipe? And I'm going to tell him, I want you to use that as an excuse to remove that guy from this property.
I'll take him back and say why it would be so much.
I have spoon-fed that guy to the fullest extent, Mom, for 2 weeks, and he does not want to let go. He does not want to learn. He does not write stuff down. He goes from memory, and all he does is keep screwing things up. I don't want him there. He does not want to improve, and then he can go back to the other shithole. I don't want him there. He's not physically capable of doing the job. I actually got mad at a resident today because of this situation. And then they're all eating him alive. He saw that these people were asking for these chairs, so they went after him, and I looked at him and says, why did you give them the chairs? You do realize they broke their old chairs. We do not give back the stuff that they broke. And I said, they just pounced all over you. They played the mom and dad game. I said no. Says I'd put in a work order. And then they didn't want to go up to the work order because they didn't want to go to the front desk. They hate the front desk. But this guy needs to go. He really does. I refuse to work with this guy. And I hope they fire me. This guy doesn't want to do anything.
I think everything you said, except for saying I refuse to work for him, I think you should point out. It's perfect.
He has not done a room. He has not done any work orders. He hangs out with me 100% of the time and then sits there and claims the work orders in the rooms. I do not want to work with him. I am not going to take on his responsibilities. If she says, oh, then we'll separate the rooms, then I say, I quit. I don't want to work with this guy.
Well, do not say you're going to quit.
I do not want to work with Steve anymore, and I'm making that clear tomorrow. I refuse. And I don't care what Steve says to me.
Boy, and you could say that, point out about him not being able to move friends.
Steve is not physically...
About his heart.
Steve is not physically capable of working on this high labor job, and he almost looks like every time he's going to pass out.
Just say you have some...
I'm going to make it clear tomorrow.
That you're sympathetic,
I'm not sympathetic. I don't feel sorry for the bastard.
But let them think that.
No. I'm going to tell him he's not physically capable of working on this job, on this property. He can't go up the stairs. He can't carry anything.
Well, that sounds okay.
I don't want him on the property anymore.
That doesn't sound good.
I don't. And if they want to talk to me about it, I will. And if the guy gets mad, then I will say, then you choose him. Then I'm going on unemployment. I refuse to work with that guy anymore. I am not his super. I am not his.
You won't get unemployment.
I will sue them, Mom. I will bring up all the drugs. I will even bring the police officer. Mom, I will bring that fucking police officer who sticks up for me into fucking unemployment, and I will get my fucking unemployment. I don't want to work with that guy anymore.
Act with wisdom.
I am not there to work for him.
I know, I'm not disagreeing with you on how you're feeling.
He doesn't bring his own tools. He uses my tools. He takes my cart. I am not there to babysit him.
All things have a right to grow.
He refuses to fucking do anything, Mom.
That's pathetic.
And he'll sit there and watch me do the work. And I look at him and go, dude, what are you watching? Why didn't you fucking fix this? The parts were in the shop.
How so? Everything's just
No, I'm done. Tomorrow, I'm putting my foot down. I refuse. I'm making him make a choice tomorrow. I'm done. And I'm going to make it clear to them, when you hire maintenance, make sure they know maintenance. Because every guy you've hired so far that I haven't met, that I've worked with, from Jeff to Dan to fucking this guy, do not know maintenance.
Well, something does obviously need to be said.
Yep, I'm done. I don't care if no one ever talks to me. I'm done. Mom, this guy is literally sitting there watching me do it.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying if you.
And I will tell them, I will not train anymore. I will not train anymore. I won't.
Our deeds are reflected in the dream.
Well, if you say it right and do it right, you'll have all their sympathy.
I tell him I'm done with Steve.
And they'll be glad that you said something because you'll save them, some wear and tear too.
I'm done with Steve.
Live well.
And who knows what they told him about you being his mentor or some sort of thing.
And then you have a guy who at the front desk that deals drugs. And you know he deals drugs because he brings in pictures and has show and tell with it.
Heavy duty.
Tomorrow I'm putting my foot down and I will go in there and say, I don't want to work with Steve anymore. I'm done. So you guys need to make the decision what you're going to do. And I need to know an answer. And if they end up sending me to the other property, then I say I want the weekdays off so I can find another job then.
Seize the moment. Duena has really been looking out for me lately.
He literally threw a bitch fit because I told him to go get that refrigerator door and put it on there. I told him, yes, it's damaged, but as of right now, we don't have another refrigerator, and I'm not keeping this door down for this. We will put it on the list that it needs a refrigerator, but as of right now, we're going to keep going. You people do not understand. We do not get shit like a normal complex. As soon as we get normal shit in a month, we'll come back to the unit and they will have destroyed it.
Wow. Well, those places are pretty rough.
I purposely removed the shelves out of the TV cabinets, the doors, because they will climb up and down it. He kept telling me today, we need to call the phone company for that phone line. I says, let me check it out. And then he installed it and bent it. And I went, really? And then he broke the pipe on the other one. So I had to take the Sawzall and cut it out. And then he just sat there and watched me do it instead of doing it.
Seize the moment.
And then he fake carpet cleaned 208.
That's really, really. Did he think that people couldn't tell that it wasn't Ben?
And if they say, oh, we're going to separate you guys, then you know what? I need the weekdays off so I can go find me a job.
I don't say that.
I do not want to work with Steve anymore.
Just call in sick if you have an interview. Or your truck broke down. Because if you're leaving, what do you care?
I was so close to finding another job, and then they moved me to weekends, Mom.
Go up and have an interview, just call in. You can always go in, for a half a day.
And that's what I was doing. I was looking for another job and I was going on interviews. But when I was doing the interviews, I started remembering how horrid the interviews are here. They will sucker you in to drive all the way across town for a shit interview. So I forgot that I had to do the due diligence. Remember how many bad ones I went on?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, horrid.
I really do remember some of them.
She'd probably appreciate it.
So tomorrow, I don't want to work with Steve anymore. I don't. The guy doesn't want to work. Everything you gotta fucking spoon feed him. And he follows you like a fucking puppy dog.
Well, they didn't tell him to follow you around for a certain period of time, did they?
Even if I was his supervisor, I would have had him fired.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to go. He is incapable of doing the work. He's incapable of doing the job. He is physically and maintenance-wise incapable of doing the job. I've had to go back and redo too many things of his. He's just physically not capable of doing the job at that property.
Well, that sounds about right.
And that's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to tell Dan that Steve is not physically capable of working at this property. He doesn't help. He pulls me down. It's like a little kid hanging off your pant leg, keeps pulling you down and you're trying to stand up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just from listening to you talk. Wow. Why don't interview this conversation?
So tomorrow, I need to talk to Dan. And I need to tell him, or I will tell Rebecca. I will have an answer by the end of tomorrow. And I'm going to tell him I need an answer by the end of today. of what you're going to do with Steve. I do not want to be on the property. Wherever property Steve is on, I do not want to be on it. And I'm going to make it clear. If Steve is on the other property, fine. But if Steve stays at this property, then I'm going to tell him I want to be transferred to the other property. I want nothing to do with Steve. It's going to be plain and simple. I do not want to work on any property Steve is working on. I don't give a shit if Steve comes up to me or whatever. I'm going to say, dude, get away from me.
Really been looking out for me. Hello? How so? Everything's just been going so well. I should offer up some prayers and thanks. She'd probably...
You're full of shit, dude. So, I'm telling Dan tomorrow, and I'm going to text Dan, I need an answer of what you're going to do with Steve. I refuse to work on any property Steve is working on.
Stop with me to talk to him and share your concerns about what's going on.
No, I want to answer tomorrow.
Well, you can't really say that.
I want to answer. I don't want to work with that guy one day more.
Well, if they don't get back to you in a day, then say, hey, I've been waiting to hear what
He's off for the next 2 days.
decided to do.
I don't want to work with that guy anymore.
Act with wisdom.
He had his 3 weeks, Mom. He's been there almost a month. I don't want to work with him anymore.
Well, talk to them about it.
Yep, tomorrow. And I will make...
And share your concerns about what you're seeing and what's not happening.
I don't want to work with him.
About it.
He pulls me down. He makes it so I can't even do my job. He's physically, mentally, everything incapable of working at that property. I don't want him there anymore. He doesn't bring his own tools. He uses mine. He lies about what he does. And they say, oh, we're going to keep him there. Then can I be please transferred to the other property? And that's what I'll say.
Well, yeah, you're going to have to.
I don't want to work with him anymore.
But don't say you're quitting or anything like that.
And then I will ask
Give
them.
them a chance to acknowledge and absorb what
It
you're
wasn't
saying.
even 41, Mom. It wasn't even 41 minutes into Saturday. It was 9:41, and he already called me because he couldn't find something. Dude, fucking look.
Going so well.
Give them a chance to resolve it.
If he stays at that property, then I want to be transferred to the other one. And I want the weekdays off like I did before so I can look for a job. And I will go to the other property until I find another job.
Well, Jared. Anything else new, Mom?
Mom, this guy has ridden my coattail all 2 weeks. He's done nothing. He sits there and claims, and then You know how there's already a hole in the blind slat? He'll sit there and fucking take the hole puncher and make it bigger.
That doesn't sound right.
And then I went into this room today because I finally had time to look. He left a freaking door up with a hole that was colored in with a marker. Or a fish went through. And I looked at the dude, I says, all you have to do is take that one off, throw it away, and then put that one there. It's that simple. We're not asking for you to put up 2 doors. You just have to take down the whole one, take the bedroom one, put it on the bathroom. I can't work with him anymore, Mom, and I'm making it clear tomorrow. I cannot work with Steve. And if they say he's going to come back Thursday to that property, then I'm going to say, hey, can I go to the other property and work there instead?
Well, good.
I can't work with him. I says, if you're going to leave him at this property, then I'm going to go to the other property and work. Is that okay? I refuse to be on any property Steve is on.
Well, I think that part of it off, but ask if you can.
I don't want to work with him anymore. And then if I don't sit in a room and help him, he throws a little hissy fit and decides not to do it.
Weird. Really weird.
How so? Everything's just been going so
I could have got twice as many rooms done today if I didn't have to hold his hand today.
Is it because he just absolutely does not know?
I don't care. It's not my problem. I don't want to work with him
no,
anymore.
I know. I'm just asking. You didn't fire him.
I don't want to work with him.
I'm watching Happy Days.
So tomorrow I have to make it clear. Okay, if Steve is going to stay at this property, can I work at the other property? I do not want to be on any property that Steve's working on. And then if they say no to both, then I will say then I need the weekdays off so I can look for another job.
Well, they don't need to know that, don't you think?
I'm just gonna ask if I can have Wednesday, Thursday off again. And I will not touch an AC again.
Well, you probably won't hesitate to put you back during the week.
This guy cannot be left alone at all. I don't care if he went and just did 2 rooms, the 2 easiest rooms a day. That is 2 rooms that I cannot do. I can give him a room that the only thing it needs is a freaking light bulb change, and he can't do it. All because I said on Friday that I'm cutting the leash and you need to go by yourself. He wants me to be in every room he's in. No. I don't care if he just did one room.
Reyna has really been looking out for me.
He needs to go. I cannot work on a property he's working at, and I will make it clear that by Friday, the time he comes back, I need to know what property he's on so I can go to the other property. And no, there's no fixing it.
That's right.
The only solution is I work at he could come back here, or if he's gonna stay at that property, I'm just gonna say which property you're gonna keep him at. If they go TC1, I go, okay, then I want to come to TC3.
Oh, Jared.
And then when TC1 drowns and goes to fucking hell, and it will. This guy got lucky that there wasn't any move-outs this weekend. He got lucky. If there were, I would have been almost 20 under.
So are you going to be able to sleep? Oh, that was...
No matter what happens, it's going to work out for me. If they keep me on the property with him, then fine. I'm going to look at the dudes to stop following me. And he wants to talk? No, I don't want to talk. Go do your own rooms. I'm not your supervisor. Leave me alone.
Well, it's not his fault that these guys...
Mom, it's his fault for it's his fault for pretending to do a carpet clean that he didn't do. It's his fault for trying to fix a phone jack that he broke. He broke the phone jack. He broke the pipe underneath the sink and didn't know how to fix it. But then he tried, you know what he told Dan? Oh, I was told I didn't have to do it. Anything in the wall. It's because you don't. He tried to say that he was the only one that was a plumber. I says, no, you're not. Says, I can do any plumbing. Oh. Dude, if you're a plumber, you would have realized all that needed was a fucking coupling. And it wasn't in a wall, it was outside the wall. There's a difference.
She'd probably appreciate that.
Well, he must get it.
No, I want to be away from that guy as far as I can be. I don't care if that guy wants to throw me under a bus, say whatever. I am done with him. Dan would love it if I went to the other property.
Yes. Oh, I just don't know what to say anymore, Jared.
I don't want Steve there. And they say, oh, we have to keep him there. Then I'll ask, can I be transferred to the other property? Then I'll let Dan drown with him, because those two will butt heads like you won't believe. No, I'm going to look at him. You have a choice. You have a guy that can keep you down to 10 rooms and below over at that property, Or I can come to this property, and that property will go up to 30 to 40 rooms in less than a week. Now, if you do not believe me, you can look at my paperwork, you can look at my paper trail, and you can ask Dre and Martin, and ask the frickin' people who live there. Now, what do you want to do? You want me to leave that property because you want to keep Steve there? Fine. I want to be transferred to the other property. I refuse to work with Steve anymore.
Well, Jared.
So tomorrow, I'm going to say that. I'm going to get Dan to the side and says, Dan, I need an answer. I need your... I can't work with Steve anymore. I need to know if you guys are going to keep him at this property or the other property. But whatever property he's on, I cannot be on. The guy is useless.
All things have a right to grow.
And that's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to talk to Dan alone. I'm going to say, Dan, we got a huge, huge problem.
Really been looking out for me.
And I need you to resolve it.
Act with wisdom.
Oh? How so?
Everything's just been going so well. I should offer up some things.
She'd probably appreciate that.
And you know why Dan sent them to my property? Because Dan knew it would take me to get rid of that guy. Just like they sent this Martha housekeeper over. He knows it's going to take me to get rid of him.
Give thanks to the Queen.
It's gonna be a day tomorrow, huh?
I'm not going to do shit until I talk to Dan.
How's your YouTube going?
Yeah, it's okay. The problem is this game is boring as hell.
I can kind of tell. You're talking about Guild Wars stuff?
Yeah.